the Acadiana's News Channel at 10.
Terrifying. And I was outside, I could feel the heat from the flames and I could smell the fuel. It was horrible.
5 killed, 1 on board in critical condition. Injuries on ground. Now team coverage of the Lafayette plane crash. Among the dead, a sports reporter who was the daughter-in-law of an LSU coach, and a Lafayette mother and her 15-year-old son. Tonight, the NTSB is on scene investigating the crash. Jim Hummel is live with our team coverage as investigators look for clues in today's tragedy. Jim.
Kendria, good evening. That search for clues will really begin tomorrow morning here in Lafayette when the full NTSB team arrives. Some members of the NTSB have arrived in Lafayette tonight, but they can't really get a good look at the wreckage until daylight, and that's when the real work will begin. In the meantime, Lafayette police will remain here on scene off Vero School Road and Foufoulais Road, guarding that wreckage to maintain the security of the scene for the NTSB. The plane came down in a wooded area next to the post office on Foufoulais Road, about a mile from Lafayette Regional Airport.
Oh my God!
Erupting into a fireball from the sky, you can see the flight's final path scorched into the ground.
We also had one individual that was in a car or near a car that was impacted by the event, who's also being treated for their injuries.
My God.
The first 911 call came in at 9:22, just 2 minutes after the plane took off. They were on their way to the Peach Bowl to cheer on LSU.
We did the initial investigation of extinguishing the fire and trying to rescue individuals. Unfortunately, we have 5 individuals who are deceased as a result.
5 of the 6 passengers on board had clear connections to a Lafayette company, Global Data Systems. Gretchen Vincent was the wife of the company's president, who was not on board. Their 15-year-old son, Walker, was a student at Ascension Episcopal. Also killed the vice president of operations, Robert Vaughn Crisp II, and the company's longtime pilot, Ian Biggs.
Well, earlier today, the Saints brought in 6 wide receivers for a workout.
Meanwhile, Carly McCord, a TV sports reporter and the daughter-in-law of LSU's offensive coordinator, was also killed. Media outlets are reporting she was invited on the plane by a friend.
Pulled a guy out of the burning flames and brought him out and put him in the ground.
And Stephen Berzis, a vice president of sales for Global Data Systems, survived the crash. He's being treated for critical injuries at Our Lady of Lourdes, the hospital posting this photo showing the ER staff in prayer.